Good afternoon. My name is Brendan Cherry. Today we're going to look at a set of data and we're going to assess the effect chocolate may have on attitude over time. A researcher completed an Acme attitude survey with 0 to 100 score. 0 being the very bad attitude and 100 being a good attitude. After giving the pretest, the researcher gives each participant a large bar of chocolate. The researcher re-administered it 3 more times, 5 minutes after they ate it, 1 hour later, and 4 hours later. So today we're going to perform an ANOVA test, repeated measures ANOVA test, to see if it has a significant impact. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Analyze. We're going to go down to General Linear Model and Repeated Measures. All right. So from here, within the subject factor name, I'm just going to name it time. Okay. We have 4 levels, and we're going to add them in here. All right. So we're going to click there and define. So from there, our first attitude was the pretest. So this was before chocolate was given. Next would be 5 minutes later, an hour later, and 4 hours later. All right. So the next thing we're going to go to is we're going to go to the EM means, and we're going to bring time over here so to display means for it. All right. And then we're going to go to options. We're going to make sure description statistics, estimates of effect size, and observed power are selected. All right. From there, we're going to run our diagnostic test. You'll have to forgive me, I have my autistic daughter with me. So if you hear background noise, that's her. All right, so from here, we have our interpretations. So first thing we're going to look at is the descriptive statistics. You can see that the mean increased dramatically in that 5 minutes after the chocolate was given. It decreased an hour later, but it's still above the mean. Decreased a little more at the 4 hour mark, but again, still above the mean. All right. So the multivariate test, which is here. The p-value here is 0.03 right here. That's less than 0.05, so that is statistically significant effect of chocolate on attitude scores. All right. The effect size is 0.501, which is right there. All right. This is showing a large effect. So basically 50% of variance in the attitude scores is explained by the chocolate that's given. So the conclusion of that is that attitudes are significantly changed after the consumption, which we can see from the mean. All right. So the next test we're going to look at is the sphericity. Since P is here, which is 0.683, that's greater than 0.05. So the assumption is met. We can trust the F test. All right, the next one we're going to look at is the test within subject fields. The F being 5.681, which is right here. The p-value being 0.02 on these three. This is statistically significant. Chocolate had a significant effect on attitude scores over time. The effect size being 0.205 right here is indicating a large effect. All right. So the next test we're going to look at is the one, the test within subject contrast. So the linear contrast has a sig value of 0.899, so that's not significant. So what that would be is the test that would show that it is not increasing at a steady rate over a given time. The quadratic is 0.002. This is a significant indicator that there is a curved trend. So it increases over time and then it decreases, which we saw with the means. All right, and the cubic is a 0.011, which is right here. Shows it's more of kind of an S-shaped curve. All right. So in conclusion, chocolate does boost attitude sharply right after consumption. The effect declines gradually, but it does remain elevated. Obviously, the strongest and clearest effect is at the 5-minute mark. We can say that this is statistically significant because of that 0.003 multivariate test being less than 0.05. Thank you.